Hey everybody, Gus G from Ozzy Osbourne and Firewind here. You're watching The Age of Metal. Stay tuned.
Hello everyone, this is Miguel with The Age of Metal, and I'm here with none other than Gus G of Firewind and of course of Ozzy Osbourne. Gus, how's been the tour so far for you guys for Firewind?
Yeah, it's been a really good run, man. Good shows every night. We got along with Teresa's guys very well, and great guys, great band. I think we'll be making a lot of new fans on this tour, so it's been good.
Alright, it's been 2 years since you guys did the last run in the United States.
1.5 more or less.
Probably was like 2011.
Yeah, end of 2011, yeah.
And well, in that time it's been happening a lot of things in the Firewind camp. You guys released just Few Against Many last year. Well, what is the idea of that album of Few Against Many in comparison with the Days of Defiance?
Well, it's a heavier album and a darker album, I would say. There's a lot more guitar and less keyboards this time around. Different production as well. We mixed it in America for the first time. We used Audio Hammer Studios, Jason Sukoff and A.L. Livy, who are amazing guys at what they do. And yeah, I mean, that album, it's just, I guess, it's just got a bit of a darker vibe to it and a lot more guitar, and it's just a lot more groovy, I would say, compared to our previous ones. It's our least Euro sounding album, if you'd like, or at least our least power metal sounding album of the rest, I guess.
What was the biggest challenge at the time to change that sound, the time to create Few Against Many?
Well, the idea was that we didn't want to make it, the same album again. You know, Allegiance and Premonition and Days of Defiance are all kind of like around the same type of kind of vibe, and we just wanted to move away from that, and just there was no point to make another album that sounds the same. So we tried to bring out different elements, which in our music that were already there, but were not so much out on the surface.
I see. Well, I mean, also in this period of time, you know, Apollo left the band and it was replaced by
Sundown
Carpenter. How he ended up in Firewind? How you, I mean, decide to pick up from the band?
Well, when Apollo announces that he was leaving, I told the label Century Media back in Europe, and they suggested me a bunch of singers. They sent me a list of guys that would be really good and stuff, and I started checking them out. And I thought Kelly would be a really good guy for this, and I contacted him. We flew him down to Greece, we auditioned him, and he really nailed it. He did great, so, you know, we're just getting to know each other. It's his first tour with us, and he's been doing it really good, man. He's been killing it every night, and he's been getting really good reviews. All our fans have been very good to him, and they really like him. He's really delivering, so, you know, let's see what happens, you know.
And the other factors, like I always see that it says touring vocalist, is he gonna be part of the band definitely, or you're gonna be pretty much looking for kind of like looking something else?
We're not rushing to make a decision right now. So far, we're just touring with him, and we see how it goes. You know, we're not in a rush to go back in the studio or anything. So we're just taking it day by day and see how it goes with Kelly, and you know, maybe at some point we'll audition other people. I'm not sure what we're gonna do really. I mean, but so far it's been working out really good. So we'll think about that more once this tour ends.
Okay, this year marks 10 years since you started Firewind back in 2003, of course.
2002 actually. This is 2002. 2012 was the 10th year anniversary. That's why we did those Greek shows.
For shows in Greece. You ever thought from 2002 to, you know, get all how Firewind become and get so responsive from people, from fans, and be current and still in the music business when you start Firewind?
I mean, I didn't think about it. I mean, obviously that was my dream, but I did not think about that we were gonna be around for 10 years and make 7 albums and do all that. You know? So it's a blessing, for sure.
All right, next will be a live album that you guys are pretty much working on for this year.
We recorded the last year's European tour as well as the 4 Greek shows that we did, and we're putting out a live album this summer.
So it's already done?
It's being mixed right now, so getting all the artwork and everything together. So it's kind of like a nice thing to commemorate the 10 years of existence of the band, and also, or the 10 years of recording career of the band, if you'd like, and also kind of like to. It's our final recordings with Apollo, so it's kind of like closing the chapter and moving on to the next one. So it'll be a nice thing. Yeah.
Like a kind of a stone, like a point to begin,
kind of like
the end of an era.
Like end of an era and then the beginning of a new era for Firewind. Yeah.
Okay. Recently, you won Best Guitar Player for Guitar Player magazine for the readers poll.
Yeah.
What do you think about that? Do you ever thought that you will get so far on this career as a guitar player?
No, I never thought about that. I mean, obviously, I've practiced hard for many years, and it's this kind of thing goes on to show you that, you know, when people vote for you and give you these awards, it's a great feeling. It doesn't really make me feel that I'm better than anybody else, but it's just a great gift back from the fans who appreciate what I've been doing all these years, you know, and it makes me want to be much better.
Well, and I know that many kids look up to you, not just for Firewind, but also for Ozzy Osbourne. Because I mean, you know, it's a big shoes that you're on. What is your advice to those kids that pick up a guitar and say, "I want to play like Gus G"?
I would tell them that, you know, if they listen to me and whoever favorite players they have, that's an amazing thing. That's great. Take whatever you can from each player, but make it your own. Like, find your own voice in music, and don't give up dreaming. You know, because dreams come true. I know for sure because it happened to me. You know.
Definitely. Well, I mean, talking about that a little bit of the Ozzy part. How is the feeling of, you know? I mean, how is to be on tour with Ozzy, and how is the thing of at the time to playing in that band?
Oh, it's amazing. It's just mind-blowing. I would never think about these things, you know, until you know, the day that I went into audition, you know, and it still blows my mind. I don't think I will ever get over it. You know, it's the biggest honor anybody can get, you know, playing with one of the originators of the music we love, of heavy metal, and getting to play all the classics and basically the Bible of heavy metal next to the guy. You know, it's just mind-blowing, man. It's hard to describe it in words how awesome it is. You know?
How you can describe like Ozzy as a person?
Ozzy's probably the most amazing person I've ever met. He has a really big heart. He's such a funny guy, it's just you know, like I've said that before. You know, it's every moment that you get to spend around the guy is just so precious. You know, because not only, of course, you know, for the laughs and the good times and all that, but you know, even for the advice he gives you. You know, he could be like my father, but he's also one of my best friends, you know, and of course, you know, he's a legend, and it's just it's hard not to be in awe when you're around him, you know.
Definitely. I mean, I imagine
he has such a big positive aura, you know. And yeah.
All right, going back to Firewind and kind of closing up the interview, you guys gonna finish this run in the United States with Teresa's. What is next for Firewind? You guys have summer festivals?
We start playing festivals from the spring back in Europe. We're going to do a few in the spring, a few in the summer, and that'll be it more or less, I think. There's talks about maybe doing another small European tour in the fall, but I'm not sure about it. I think more or less we're going to wrap it up in August, put out the live album. Maybe there will be some one-offs here and there, but that's about it, you know. We'd like to end with the festivals. And then next up, I mean, right now I'm working on my first solo album, so so hopefully I can release that by the end of the year. So.
Can you tell us kind of like what artists you've been thinking of including the album?
Well, I've been writing with a couple of really good singers so far, and we're talking about getting some more people on board. So it's still in the beginning stages right now. I mean, I haven't even finished writing all the music for it. So actually, I'm gonna finish all the songwriting when I go back home from this tour. So I will have more information pretty soon.
Great. We'll see that probably at the end of the year, probably 2014.
I would like to hopefully put it out by the end of the year, you know, maybe around October, November. It all depends, you know, if we can get the right people involved at the right time, getting everybody to record, get the label and the deal, everything together. So I'm working on all these things right now. So sometimes things can happen really fast, or it could take a long amount of time. So I'm hoping, but you know, we'll see. You know, my goal is to go for end of 2013.
Definitely looking forward to see what you going to do as a solo artist. And Gus, I want to thank you very much for taking the time to talk to us here at the H Metal for a great tour. I hear that great things about this tour, and looking forward to see you guys play tonight.
Yeah,
and
man.
of course seeing the new singer perform as well.
Yes, thank you very much.